Students, good morning all of you. Today's class is on grammatical topics. The name of the topic is, please listen carefully, grammar rules for using bare infinitive. For using bare infinitives. As you all know, my dear students, these bare infinitives are also called zero infinitive, and they are also called bare infinitive, also called base form of the verb, and plain infinitive or zero infinitive. What is the meaning of the infinitive? Infinitive is also a base verb, a present form verb, a root verb. That is called infinitive means verb. Different names are there for the verb. This verb is also known as predicate. We have already known when we are discussing about the elements of language: subject, verb, object, or complement, elements of language. Verb is also called predicate. Here we use the terminology, a grammatical terminology, a bare infinitive. Here what is the meaning of the bare infinitive? The infinitive structure of verbs without two is called the bare infinitive, the zero infinitive, the plain infinitive, the base form, the root form, a present form of the verb. Before adding in front of the infinitive, that means verb, to, it is called to infinitive. The definition, the introduction of the bare infinitive is, here most infinitive structures begin with to, that means to infinitive, but sometimes the to is omitted or dropped. This is known as the bare infinitive or the base form. I will explain you in detail in this class about the bare infinitive. The infinitive without to, the infinitive without to, before that base form of the verb, is called a bare infinitive or base form of the verb. This is the verb's basic form, present form. The infinitive with to is called, it is called full infinitive. To go, to read. This is called full infinitive or to infinitive. Adding to is called. When you use the full infinitive, the verb we adding before to plus v1. 2 plus v1 is called 2 plus infinitive. It is full infinitive. Generally, to, what is the parts of speech of to? To, in, on, yet, up, down, before, after. To is considered as a preposition, but 2 plus v1, to infinitive or full infinitive is called, it is not a preposition. To is the part and parcel of the verb. It is a part and parcel of the verb, not a preposition. That is a key point you should understand. To is not a preposition here in this situation. I wanted to go and visit my native village. To go, to is a part and parcel of the to infinitive. 2 plus v1 is equal to a to infinitive. It is also a verb. It is a part of the verb, but it is not a preposition. First of all, you should understand that one. And then grammar rules for using the bare infinitive. What are the grammar rules? Grammar rules for using the bare infinitive. First of all, after auxiliary modal verbs, we should use bare infinitive. After auxiliary means, generally we are calling helping verbs. Auxiliary means helping verbs. These are also called helping verbs. Helping verbs or auxiliary verbs, there are two kinds, mainly two categories. One is primary auxiliaries and modal auxiliaries. Primary auxiliaries consist of be forms, do forms, have forms. Be forms, do forms, have forms. And modal auxiliaries, they are the modal auxiliaries. They are shall, should, will, would, can, could, may, might, must, ought, need, dare, used to. These are the modal auxiliaries. These are also called helping verbs. That means the students should understand auxiliary verbs are basically broadly divided into only two kinds: primary auxiliaries, modal auxiliaries. Primary auxiliaries we should understand. How do we understand? The base infinitive or bare infinitive is a type of complement with an infinitive verb form that is not preceding by the particle to. Preceding means before. Preceding means, what is the meaning of preceding? P-R-E-C-E-D-E. Preceding. Preceding means before. The bare infinitive verb form that is not preceding by the particle to. It is used after the verbs of the perceptions and maybe auxiliary verbs. The verbs make or let, the expression had better or would rather, and these verbs we have to discuss here. The bare infinitive, what are the functions of the zero infinitive? Rules regarding to zero infinitive or bare infinitive. First one is after the modal auxiliary verbs. Already I have mentioned shall, should, will, would, can, could, may, might, must, ought, need, used to, dare. These are all modal auxiliaries. Nearly 13 modal auxiliaries are there in English language. There are 24 auxiliary verbs, 11 primary auxiliaries. Be forms are 5, do forms are 3, and have forms are 3. That means 11 auxiliaries, 13 modals, 24 auxiliaries are there in English language. 24 auxiliaries are there. That's why students should understand auxiliary verbs, particularly the do is also come in after the bare infinitive. The do also take bare infinitive. This is the dummy verb. Do is a dummy verb in the study. That is the helping verb. Here, for example, I might walk there if it does not rain. It is if clause first condition. It is a first condition. If clause and main clause. If clause and main clause. Here you should understand this example. I might walk there if it doesn't rain. Doesn't rain means it is a simple present tense, and then it is a main clause. This is a subordinate clause, type 1 in if clause. That means modal is one of the auxiliary verb. Modal verb plus V1 means bare infinitive. That modal verb takes bare infinitive. I might to walk is a wrong. I might walk there if it does not rain. That is the sentence structure by using the bare infinitive. And then one more example is there here. That one is, you needn't. It is a negative sentence. Need is also a bare infinitive. A auxiliary verb, modal verb. Needn't plus V1, go, bare infinitive. We needn't go on a diet, but you must eat healthy food. Must, modal verb plus bare infinitive, V1. For example, you take the notebook and note down some of the examples. Here only two examples are there, only 1, 2. And the students should take the notebook and write down some more examples, your own. For example, she should give her some money. I might stay another night in the hotel. Might stay. They must leave before 10 a.m. Must leave. Must also modal verb plus leave. Leave means bare infinitive without preceding the particle to. These are the verbs take the bare infinitive. The modal verbs take bare infinitive. And the students should understand the main important thing is all the students. Next rule is after the causative verbs. Causative verbs make, have, let, and help. They have given some of the causative verbs here. Causative verbs make, let. Some of the verbs as given here. And these verbs also take bare infinitive. Some exceptions are there. Exception means, what is the meaning of the exceptions in English language? Every grammar topic, some exceptions are there. Exception means, what is the meaning of exception? A thing or person that is excluded from a general statement. It does not follow the rule. Something that is not included in a rule or group or a list does not follow the rule in the using of the help verb. This verb takes bare infinitive and plus to infinitive also. This verb, causative verb. That is why help can also be used with to. They have written here. And then you should understand here, first of all, verb forms make, made, made. She made. This is the object of the sentence. Subject, verb, object. She made the children. After the objective, here the bare infinitive takes place. That is called V1. She made the children do their homework. That means she made the children do their homework. These verbs have been used here. And modal verbs already completed. And then we will go to next the verbs, causative verbs. made. That means action has finished. In this situation, action has finished. Action has finished. She made the children do their homework. That means the children have done the homework. They have completed their homework. That is the meaning of that is the sense of the given sentence. Completed action. Made. Made means V2, simple past tense. That verb takes bare infinitive. She made the children to do their homework is a wrong answer. To do, it is a wrong answer. That's why the lawyer had his assistant make copies of the contract. Make copies of the contract. This is the second example. Dad wouldn't let plus V1, drive V1, bare infinitive. And in between the object is there. This is the objective pronoun. I is a subject pronoun. The object pronoun is me. Dad wouldn't. Dad wouldn't let me drive his car. Can you help me find my keys? Can you help me to find my keys? Both are right. We have already some exceptions are there. Help can also make used with to also. It functions as a to infinitive as well as a bare infinitive or a zero infinitive. That is the example of that causative verbs. Causative verbs. And then we go to the next verbs. After verbs perception, it is more important. Verbs perception. After the verbs perception. Perception. What are the perceptions? Verbs are, what are they? Those verbs are, the perception verbs are involuntary perception. They are called involuntary perception. However, here, feel, F-E-L, feel. To smell also, it is a verbs of perception. And taste, to taste, it is also verbs of perception. See, watch. And look, some more verbs I will write. Look, seem, sound. These are the perception verbs. And some more examples. I watched him move to a seat at the back. Watch, perception. It takes bare infinitive. See, we saw the burglar climb over the wall. That means to climb. In between, object is there. Here the pronoun is there, here the noun is there. This bare infinitive, this verb takes bare infinitive, climb. B is a silent. And then, okay, thank you. A technical problem is there. And dear students, here you listen. We saw the burglar climb over the wall. The burglar climb over the wall. Burglar climb over the wall. Okay. Okay, listen. He heard the teacher call his name. We felt the ground shake beneath our feet. These are the verbs of perceptions. These take. One more example I will give you. Have you heard that cry? Do you still feel hungry? When I saw the house, I loved it. The smoke smells terrible. Could you taste the soup? Could you taste the soup? These are the examples of the perception. Listen, look at, touch. Touch also perception, verbs of perception, touch. And then next we go to the, when the ing form is used instead of the bare infinitive, it suggests an action continuing over a period of time. That is the different. The usage of the ing form, bare infinitive indicates completed action. Ing form or ing form present participle is indicate a continuous action, continuous action. As I walked home, I heard the band playing. Here, what kind of the verb has been used here? Playing. Playing is a present participle verb, not a bare infinitive. The meaning of this sentence is, I hear the band of playing as I walking home. It is a continuous over a period of time. That is the meaning. When we use the bare infinitive, it has completed action. That is the difference of the two one. And then, after would rather, had better, plus bare infinitive, V1. This structure we have used in the bare infinitive also, or zero infinitive. I'd rather sit here, would rather, V1, would rather, I would rather. You had better, after better, you had better. To call a doctor is a wrong. It is a grammatically wrong sentence. V1, you had better call a doctor. These are the two examples. And next rule is, after prepositions such as except, but, than. Already we know except generally has been used as a verb, but as a conjunction. Than is a conjunction. But here, these three words has been used in this context, has been used here as a prepositions. In this sentence, for example, I will do anything except cook. Here, except is not a verb here. The function of this word is preposition. After this preposition, it takes bare infinitive. She does nothing but cry. But cry. But is a preposition. Cry is a noun. Here cry, but cry. Bare infinitive. It is a verb. Bare infinitive, E1. She would prefer to stay single than marry that man. Than, here than is not a conjunction. It is a preposition plus V1 bare infinitive. Than plus bare infinitive. These are the examples of the bare infinitive. And then next rule is, if the second clause, when two infinitive structure are connected, already in the first clause two infinitive structure is there. I want you to tidy house. Tidy means very clean. And the second structure, we should not use two infinitive, we should use bare infinitive, and wash up after the party. And wash up. Here the sentence is, we should not use two. We should not use two. We should use only bare infinitive. In the second structure, he decided to run off the computer and go. Not to go. We have been used bare infinitive also here. And the last one, after why, when making suggestions. Why wait until later when we can do it now? Why wait? Why take a taxi? We can walk home. Why plus V1? Bare infinitive. Why plus V1? After why, when making suggestion, it is a language function. When giving a suggestion to our friends, on the time as a suggestion, when we have been using as a suggestion, it has been used y plus V1, that means bare infinitive. Why wait until later when we can do it now? Why take a taxi? We can walk home. This is the rules of the bare infinitive in English grammar. I will tell you some more examples. Please note down. And let him sit here, bare infinitive, let. Some more words are the let. Here, they did not give here. Some more words I have to write down here. The verbs let. Let him sit here. Next, bid. I bade him go. Bid, bade, bidden. I bade him go. And make. She made me cry. He would rather, one of the structure, would rather plus V1. Would rather structure takes bare infinitive. He would rather play than work. You had better, already was discussed. Better plus V1. You had better ask his permission. I would rather die than surrender. You must obey my instructions. He can speak 5 languages. He should come to school in time. For example, modal auxiliaries, I made him do it. I bade him do it. I do like you. Do is a dummy verb. I do like you. I do like you. Do is a dummy word. It has no meaning here. This do has take V1, bare infinitive. That is more important. And the students should understand. The students also, some of the verbs to follow regarding to perception, remain. These are also called bare infinitive. Grow, appear, become. These verbs also take bare infinitive. Next, why should we go by a car? That is why should. Why is already take. Would sooner. This is also take bare infinitive. Would sooner. It is also take WOULD. Would sooner plus V1, bare infinitive. Would sooner read a book than watch this film. This is the how to figure out or recognize bare infinitive. These are the some of the rules, grammatical rules for using the zero infinitive in English grammar. Students should listen and grasp the usage of the bare infinitive and study your own textbooks wherever it is there, and you clarify your doubts. If you have any doubt, ask me. I will clarify you. All of you, goodbye. Thank you, everyone.